Hi, I'm Sydney Nitskorsky. This is a 10-minute full body workout. We have 10 exercises. We'll do each one for 1 minute. So you could do this just once and have a 10-minute workout, or you could do it twice or 3 times through. You don't need any equipment. Everything is body weight. Please reach out to me at snfitnut@gmail.com if you want to join one of my more comprehensive 30-minute Zoom classes, live or pre-recorded. All right, let's get started. Come on down to the mat. We start in a high plank. I'm starting the clock right now. So feet are at the back of the mat, hands are right underneath the shoulders. And all we do is walk forward. Take small steps, 2 to 3 inches at a time. You can go as far as you want. I'm trying to stay on the mat so you can see me, but you could take 10 steps down the length of wherever you are and then come on back. The whole time, you're keeping your belly button pulled in and you're trying to keep your hips fairly stable. They're gonna go a little bit back and forth, but the idea is not to let them rock a lot. If you absolutely need to modify, you drop your knees and just walk your hands in and out, okay? If you don't need to, you're just staying with this for about a little less than another half a minute. When we're done with this one though, we're not gonna come down. We're gonna go right into another exercise on our hands. It's not really a plank though. All right, we are at 45 seconds. Just taking those small little steps. If you need to, make your feet a little bit wider. I started to feel my hips going back and forth, so start to make it a little wider for the last 5 seconds. All right, find yourself in the middle of your mat. Like I said, no, we're not coming down. Push your hips into a downward dog, and then think about bringing your nose right to the mat and back up. And I think this is a cobra. I don't do tons of yoga, but downward dog, dive bomber. So hips go where? Nose goes right to the mat. Come on up, and then back into a downward dog. So I love this one because it's a stretch, but it's also strength. We're supporting ourselves with our hands, getting a little bit of a stretch. Take a nice deep breath in. Big exhale as you go forwards. I like to keep my elbows pretty close to the body, so my triceps are doing a lot of work here. They're going out to the side, maybe just a little bit. This is exercise number 2. After this, we stand up. Arms will get a little break in just about 10 seconds. Probably time for 2 more of these. All right, join me for one last one, then we're gonna stand up. All right, stand up, come to one side of your mat, sink down real low for a squat, just walking side to side, lateral squats. Again, I'm just staying on my mat. You could go all the way down the length of the room if you want. From the side, I just wanna show you, you're in a perfect squat. So your tush is sitting all the way back. If you take a line from your toes and draw it up, your knees would not pass that line. So what makes it so hard is staying low. If you start to come up, it gives your legs a little break. So we're gonna try and stay low the whole time. This is exercise number 3. All the pressure's on your heels, which means you're sitting back. Your glutes are doing the work here. You can do whatever you want with your hands. They can be behind your head, in front of you. If you really wanted, you could hold the weight. For me, I'm doing body weight today and I'm happy with it. All right, in 10 seconds, we have a good morning with a pull down. It's one of my favorite exercises. Hamstring work, posture work. All right. We're hinging at the hips. Arms go overhead. Hinge forward. Back is really flat. Stand up and then pull down. So here's what the pull down looks like. Arms go overhead. Hinge forward. Stand up. Pull down. Make that pull down really active. Elbows are right to your side. Chin can come up a little bit. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Big inhale. We're halfway through this one. So we do a lot more, by we I mean like everybody in the world, myself included. But people tend to do a lot more quad exercises than hamstring exercises. So the fronts of the legs get more work than the backs of the legs. This is for hamstrings. This helps the back of the legs. And it's really important for injury prevention. 12 more seconds. Big inhale. Big exhale. Again, you could do this with a weight on your chest. You just have to skip the pull down part. I like the pull down part. All right, that's exercise 4. From here, we just go into a simple alternating reverse lunge. I'm putting my hands behind my head. Right goes back, left goes back. If you were to stop, you should be at 2 right angles. So if you get any knee pain, don't go so low. If you don't have any knee pain, get your back knee almost to the ground or all the way to the ground. Don't clunk it down. Watch for your knees, control it. Hands are nice and wide. Again, you could have 2 dumbbells in your hands if you wanted to make this a little harder. Hands can be across your head, across your chest, or behind your head. Halfway through, you can speed it up or slow it down. Either way, you're moving the whole time. This is our 5th exercise. When we're done with this, we're halfway through. Take some nice deep breaths. 10 seconds to go. After this, we're in a half squat. In 5 seconds. All right, I'm gonna show you from the side. Think of this as the top of the squat. Here's the middle, here's the bottom. We're going from the bottom to the middle. That's it, the whole time. So smaller than a full squat, bigger than a pulse, somewhere in between. I just call it a half squat. Again, look at where your toes are. Draw that line up. Your knees never come forwards. You're sitting everything back on your heels. Your quads should be burning a little bit right now. Mine are. If yours aren't, good for you. It means you're strong. Put your arms out for a little counterbalance. And think about your tush going up and down, not your knees. I think this is the hardest one yet. We'll see. Right after this, we're doing hip dips. So it's a little more, I don't know, that's an even upper body to lower body in 15 seconds. Stay with it. If you absolutely have to, go up for a full squat and then come right back down. But if you don't have to, don't. This is a short 10-minute workout. Whew, 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, stand all the way up. Ooh, that was good. All right, down into a hip dip. Fingers facing the feet. Lift the hips up. You're just gonna drop the hips and lift. So a lot of pressure on the triceps, although the elbows aren't moving. We're keeping the arms pretty straight. Just bring the hips down and all the way up. Can you hear the shake in my voice? All right, let's see. This is exercise number 7. Think about squeezing your glutes at the top. Maybe feeling your hamstrings, since we already did some good mornings. And try and keep your head fairly neutral. So you're looking up, and then you're looking sort of at your knees. You just don't want to pull your head down too much. Or maybe you just stay kind of looking at the corner the whole time. All right, we've got less than 10 seconds left here. And then we're gonna go into some core. We're gonna do a hollow body hold. We started with those planks, so now we're just adding a little bit more core. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go all the way into a hollow body hold, arms out, legs out, and then pull everything in. If you can, grab your ankles and then extend out. Everything in, extend. If this feels like too much, don't extend your legs all the way. Bring them to tabletop and then hug it in from there. Big inhale and big exhale. Both parts of this are hard, so just breathe deeply wherever it works for you. This is exercise number 8. 2 more after this. And then you'll have done full body. Like I said, go through this 2 times or 3 times. Normally when I do a workout, I always do 3 rounds of something, but I wanted to just make this, I wanted to jam as many exercises into this as possible. 15 seconds left, friends. Almost there. Let's do 1 more after this. And we have a push-up with a pull-down. Similar to how we did that pull-down in the middle of the good morning. You're gonna do a push-up. Bring the hands overhead. Pull the elbows down, and then push up, okay? You can obviously do this on the knees for a modified push-up, or keep it full. Think about a push-up like a moving plank, right? So everything stays nice and tight from your shoulder to your ankles is one line. Every time you extend the arms overhead, you pull the elbows down really actively. Sometimes when I speed these up, I kind of forget about that. So it's nice to slow them down a little bit. Pull the elbows. And again, make sure you have really good form. If you can't do it full, just drop to your knees. That's no big deal. I'd rather see you do it with really beautiful form on your knees than do a worm to get up in a full plank, full push-up. All right, last exercise, stand all the way up. We just have a walkout. We're gonna do this one past 90 degrees. So you come to the point where your hands are right under your shoulders, take 1 more step, and then bring it all the way back. Stand all the way up, big inhale. This is the last exercise. We made it to 10 already. This is it. 1 more step just to make it a little harder on the core, and then come all the way in. If anything about that bothers your shoulders, just scrap it. Just stay right at 90 degrees here. We're already halfway through this one. Nice big inhale. I'm not including any stretches or any warm-ups in these, but I hope that you do warm up a little bit. I hope that you do stretch a little bit at the end. 9 seconds to go. That is it. Let's do one more walkout. When we stand, we are done. Stand up, take a nice big breath in, big exhale. Done. That's 10 minutes. Nice job, everybody. Again, please do subscribe to this channel. Please turn on your notifications so you'll know when I put out a new video. And feel free to email me at sn